So you're saying Shanann did not get on the plane that she was scheduled for, correct?
So I guess if we're talking theories here, which I do like...
Which we are, obviously.
Okay. There is a potential for whether it was her own flight that she changed, because I know she was talking about their documentation that she was talking about it. I think it came down to a financial issue as why she didn't. But there is a potential for, once you get through security, you don't show pictures again.
Okay, so let's say she changed flights with her friends. What motive? Why did she get there early, and what did she do? I don't understand that piece.
I've had the impression, like I said, this stuff goes back to the very beginning before I got like super invested in looking into this case and helping them find answers. I honestly, because when it comes to autopsies, if the person doing that report has got a medical opinion, maybe people haven't seen that with Cece. Should I pull?
Oh no, I've seen it all. Trust me.
Okay. So in Cece's autopsy,
let me re-ask the question. What was her motive?
I'm going to tell you.
Without going through the autopsies, because I'm not talking about the autopsies. I'm talking about what was Shanann's motive to get there earlier.
That's what I'm going to go talk about.
Okay.
In the autopsies, with there not being an account for Shanann's alcohol, clearly there's a lot of talk about, like they did for Cece's, there was an explanation for that. There wasn't for Shanann's. It just left it at a BAC level. So
talk about
that would make you think, what that can give you the assumption of is there is a possibility, and any defense team will argue potentially that was just from alcohol, because there wasn't.
Sorry to interrupt. So she got a flight sooner to sit in a bar to get shit-faced. Is that what you're saying? To get drunk?
Well, I mean, she had a very strong curiosity about that.
Why? That does not make sense.
It does. Just listen.
So
she could do that at the airport. She could do that with her friends. It just makes no sense.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, it doesn't make sense to you, but to someone looking at needing to account for a taxi cab charge, potentially having alcohol in her system, her emotions. I mean, Shanann's the kind of person that wants answers. She wanted a flight home earlier to begin with. Like, that's what she wanted. So to say that isn't necessary is false, because that was what she wanted to begin with. So,
but there's no evidence. There's no evidence to say that she took that flight earlier. This is just your narrative.
No evidence that there wasn't.
Exactly. So this is just your opinion, and
yeah. This right here is where it is. This right here is just complete theory talk. I mean.
Okay.
But she's asking me my question about what this could be from. I'm giving you my answer. You don't have to like it, but that's exactly what I think it could be from. I mean, there has to be an account. If you're looking at going to a trial and looking at the evidence, all of these things have to be accounted for. There's nothing in this case that just can be brushed aside as
sorry to interrupt you. The Uber charge, I do recall now, it was in the discovery. It was
that again?
Earlier. It was an earlier Uber. It wasn't on that night. So
I didn't understand what you said.
She said that it was an Uber earlier that night.
It would, yeah.
When?
Uber charge wasn't for that specific night. It was actually for the previous.
No, it wasn't. It was for the 12th. It was for the 12th.
It does say the 12th. It does. We can pull it up.
Can I chime in?
Yeah.
Sure. Who's this?
This is Aubrey.
Hey, Aubrey.
Hey, Aubrey.
Hi. Even if he only killed Shanann, that alone is taking someone's life, and so that alone is life in prison. So why?
Not necessarily.
Or maybe many years,
right,
depending.
Yeah.
But
even
still,
then, why is the goal to try to get him out of prison?
Well, no one's ever said to get him out of prison.
The goal is to get him a trial.
Or give him a trial. And I've said that multiple times. I'm never saying that he needs to walk out there scot-free. He didn't have any culpability in this, because clearly he did. He wants to go back to court to have a trial, to have all the evidence out there, to actually go through the process legally the right way. Because
he lost his right when he did.
Not by, no, he didn't.
He lost the right for that. So
He didn't,
that's
though.
opinion. Legally, he has a right. That's why we're doing it. I mean,
Right.
there's a
Well,
35
it's not going to work. Trust me, Kim.
Legally,
But that's our justice
Legally,
system. That's how our
he
justice
has
system
legal-
works.
even though he's in prison, life in prison, whatever that is, he has right now legally, he has rights so that he can still appeal. He still has time to do all that.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
everyone has those rights. So I understand that, and I get too. Like he wasn't a career criminal. Like he didn't know any of this. This is all new.
Right. Getting to the bottom of it is important.
And see, here's the problem too: is that you just saying that he's not going to get it. I get you want to say that, but we don't know until it happens. So I mean, people can stay on the sidelines and you can cheer for either team. You can say like, "Oh, this call, they're not going to get that. They're not going to get a touchdown after that play. Perfect." But until the play is made, you don't know. And to be honest, I mean, there's a lot of attorneys that have said that too, but they also haven't seen a lot of the other things that are out there. So, I mean, you're only able to make an opinion if you're only making it off of emotion. That's one thing. If you're making it off of rights and legal rights and constitutional rights, then there is other opinions and there is other opportunities, and he does, whether you like the outcome or not, or what's happened or not, he does, like anybody else does, have the right. I mean, how many people appeal?
Kim, with all due respect, you have not brought anything new to this table. You have not brought anything that's, shouting out.
How can you say she didn't bring anything new? Did you watch the reenactment? We have never seen it demonstrated, like physically demonstrated, though. You don't.
I do watch everything, and I did watch that reenactment, but then.
So that brings a new light to how this happened. Yeah.
Sorry?
I think it brings a new light to how this happened. I mean,
I agree, and also, even as dumb as when I'm looking up the
I'm a court of law. We're discussing.
Of course.
We're talking theories, and obviously there's people that are interested because we've had a steady almost 700 people in this chat for I don't know how many hours. So this is very interesting to a lot of people. I don't know why everyone is so offended by it. I mean, it's strictly a discussion on YouTube. We're not saying he should be free. We're not saying he's innocent. I definitely am not saying he's innocent.
I think
No, and this needs to be said because I delete 100 comments. No, hold on, I'm not done.